Welcome back to our vintage playthrough, episode 11. We're just here on this field, finishing up our raking. We're gonna get this done, then we'll probably take a nap, and then we'll go into October 2nd. It looks like it's gonna rain yet today. Not a cloud in the sky, but the forecast is never wrong, right? We're gonna get this raked, we'll take a nap, and then we'll get this baled. We actually have some baling to do. We're gonna do some mulching on our cornfield over there, and then we're gonna have to, I guess that's probably about it, because there's the lime is good, and then we got to figure out what we're gonna plant in each field. We should really start getting that honed in. I think we're definitely gonna do some sunflowers, and then we're also gonna do some what else did we decide on? Some sorghum, I think we were gonna do. Sometimes this lock breaks, it doesn't, or I mean, this lock-on doesn't always hold. Really weird. It's like you have to be in a moving state going forward for it to stay locked in. I think we're able to mulch corn, I'm pretty sure we can. We'll definitely give it a go. And we're getting kind of close to, I guess there'll be a few more well, probably a few episodes yet, actually. But our cows are starting to get really close to being ready to sell. They did reproduce. So we get the next batch going, and we just keep on doing that. We should look at trying to get some kind of passive income to take care of the maintenance costs, because those are catching up. Maybe like a nice little solar panel or something. Obviously a small one, because we can't afford a big one by any means, but if we could put a small one up, start offsetting the costs. But that would also take away from our what we can buy. What do we got? One more row? We could actually probably leave this last row like we've always kind of been doing. Maybe I'll... let's hit it. Otherwise, we have to go across this twice in order to get that little bit there. Using the GPS is very nice when you're doing raking, so it's in straight rows for our baler. I think one of the next things we want to get upgraded is a rake. That'd be very nice. We could get... There's a decent one, a K-brand in the sales we were looking at before we finished out the last episode. Should have a decent working width on it, so... Like 4 meters? That's about double what we got here. And that way, it'll be a small enough too, so it ain't taking up a whole lot of space. So I'm all for that. Alright, we'll get this back, and I think we'll take a nap. That guy there, and we could actually probably park our tractor in front of this one because we ain't gonna be harvesting anymore this year, so that shall be fine right there. Okay, I think without further ado, let's go on to October 2nd. Okay, good morning, October 2nd. So that baler, what was the requirements on that? I don't think it was terrible, right? It's always hard to remember what's what here. 45. So we could run the small tractor, or we could do the Volvo. I think I'm going to do the Volvo. It seems like it's only right too. It's got a cab. We ain't breathing in all that dust. Although the raking would have been a lot worse. We did get this for those that have just joined us or skipped a couple episodes. This was in the sale. This Volvo tractor. It's got 150 horse if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that real quick. 140 to be exact. So some very nice horsepower, which is what we kind of needed. As soon as we start upgrading, we're going to have a little higher requirements on things. I do still want to get that case we've been talking about. But that's only 95 horse compared to this. So it's kind of good to have something like this. Alright, so we got a grass bale in there. So this should pop out soon here. I guess we can't really see the pickup on this. I'll have to just use our, there we go, first bale. Our eyes here because the rake is, or our lines ain't going to be lined up very well to get exactly where we need to be. It's not that bad anyway. We're going 6 miles an hour. Oh, we should reset the counter. That is Alt X. There we go. 0. We did have 1, so we're going to be short 1 bale. But it's hardly worth counting because that was already in the baler. So we'll know what our yield is. Alright, let's get cracking, and we'll see where this leads us. We probably either get these picked up right away, or we can get onto the mulching on the cornfield. It seems like to me the header on this thing is not, well, very wide, because we do miss a little bit. We have to go back through. This would probably be kind of nice to get upgraded to. How did we do? 10 plus 1, so we got 11 bales. Yeah, we'll have to get the trailer and get that taken care of. I was also remembering that we do have to cultivate before we can plant, so, I mean, we got plenty of time to do it. It might be something we're gonna try to get done over the winter here. Or at least during the spring. I guess if it was realistic, we'd wait till the spring. Break that soil up. Could also get some more money after January and stuff so we can hire some workers. One can cultivate and we can plant, or vice versa. We should probably try to get our plan together of what we're going to plant here. Let's see, should we get the mulcher on here right away? We can use this for the mulcher. Actually, we have to use this for the mulcher because we sold our Deutz. That was the only other tractor that could do this. But now this is the anointed one. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the planting calendar. So we're gonna do, let's see, sunflowers in a field. That'll be in March. We could do some sorghum, April. And then we could also do some, we could do wheat if we would get in on it right now. That's a fast turnaround. Should we do that? What do we got for time? We'd have to hire a worker on the other field to plow. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. We could do that. It's going to be cutting it really sharply, though. Let's see. We'll put this mulcher off on a worker. We don't have to worry about picking the bales up. We'll still have plenty of time to get those fermented before the sell time. Let's give that a go. I think they'll be alright. Mulching state. Does that give us some nitrogen? No. I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably get a weeder too, it looks like. I mean, we don't really know until we plant again. Let's see. I kind of want to do some rotation, so I don't really want to do like a wheat crop over here. Or I should say... yeah, wheat. We'll probably do the wheat crop where our canola was. So we'll get the cultivator on this tractor. It should be able to handle it. That way we're not going to get too bombarded with all the summer crops either. I think this can handle it. We've never tried cultivating it in the series. Should be alright. Maybe a little heavy. We could start trying to clean up some of this garbage to give us more places to park some stuff. Like, we don't need that garbage pile by the silos there. We could get that cleaned up. And we could park some stuff over there. Certainly. Yeah, it's a little heavy. I think once we put the implement down, it'll help keep us straight too here. Try that, I guess. Alright, down we go. Oh no. That's tough. We're gonna have to wait for our other tractor then, before we can plow. Alright. It was worth a shot. I guess while they're doing that, we can go ahead and get those bales picked up then. October. But we really got to get going on this field. We could stop the mulching. Maybe we should do that. We got to get our priorities. That other field won't matter until way later, next year. We get all kinds of time to mulch. But if we're gonna plant, we got to get planting. Or seeding. Okay. Let's just drop that there. And then we'll run and get to our cultivating. Alright, let's give this a shot again. It's giving us different lines, that's interesting. More headlands. Bigger tractor, I suppose. And we are off. We are handling it with ease. 140 horse does wonders. I'm so glad we upgraded. Probably start getting a dirtier tractor. But at least we have a cab. Last little bits. That kind of just goes to show there we should have been paying more attention. Or I should have been paying more attention to what we were going to do, because we have to get so much done if we're going to plant. We got to fertilize. Whether that's slurry or the manure. Probably going to do slurry just because we can have to take all that time to fill the manure spreader. Which is fine. Let's see, we could probably... I think this might be good to put back off on the mulcher. I should definitely double check before I drive it down there. Well, we gotta use the seeder here. We're gonna need to put some seed in there as well, I think. I think it was out, wasn't it? We still have a little bit of seeds on the pallet yet. Get those finished up. Yeah, we are empty. Should be able to easily get them off the pallet here. A surprise planting in the year that I didn't plan on doing. I think, is this the same? No, this might be a different one. I'm gonna say maybe we could upgrade, put a fertilizer on here, but I guess the whole point of this playthrough was to do... There we go. Oh, we used the whole pallet. Look at that. We'll get the other bags in unique bags. I'm trying to use organic fertilizer as much as we can. That was the whole purpose. We'll use up those other 2 totes of fertilizer first, and then from there we'll just try to do organically, I guess. It should help our score too. I might put this off on a worker, or actually probably put the mulching back off on a worker. I just want to make sure this is going to work, which it should. This was passive, right? No, you got to turn it on. Okay. Let's get a little bit going here. Is it going? Needs rolling. Yeah, we got to roll too. That's another thing. Exactly why we should hire some workers. It works though. So I guess what we'll do is we'll swap this over to a worker. Keep it the same. Hire it off. I think it might be a little underpowered with that tractor, but if they can get going good. And there we go. Nitrogen's bad. We need 200. And then we'll get this mulcher off. I'm trying to think, was that weight, that roller, too much for our other tractor? It might have been. We could give it a go. And then we can do the rolling. Otherwise we could just use this tractor and wait on the mulching. Maybe we should do that. That mulching is definitely not a priority. It just feels like it is because we started it. We'll just run the roller on this. And then we got to get to manure spreading, or slurry throwing. We almost need to let them have a head start though too, because we got to wait a little bit yet. Let's do that. We can get some mulching done while they plant. Yeah, it looks like he's not... Is he stuck? He's stuck. Okay. Yeah, we are having the best luck here. So what we'll do is we'll do it all with the same tractor, I guess. It is what it is. So we have got the mulching done. I think the rolling was having some issues. I just got to go around the outside, I guess, that little bit. Should dismiss the worker right now because they're costing us money. But we'll get over there, finish the job. I could maybe get some slurry loaded up. But I guess we could get the rolling done first. There's an issue here. When I tried to back up, I guess we'll get this put over here first. When I tried backing up the seeder, I'm like running into something, so I might just delete that workbench. Oops. Better shut the PTO off, huh? There we go. I think I might delete that workbench. And actually, we got a workbench in the other one. So we should be fine if we do need one, but... yeah, right in here, it's hitting an invisible something. You can see it. And rather than, like, deal with it and let it take our space away, let's just go ahead and delete that workbench. So we're going to get $458 for it. That's kind of nice. So it should be gone, I think. Yep. We are running into the wall. That means I can get over farther too now. Give us a little more space. We're mainly using that for configuring that wagon we had, but now we decided to... wait a minute. What are we hitting here? That's interesting. Maybe it's the seeder that's... there's still something here. Maybe it'll disappear when we load back in, I don't know. I don't like that. We're getting gypped on our space. Alright, let's just park this here. And we'll finish the rolling out. Again, we just gotta go around the outside, I think. I wish our mini-map showed it, but it doesn't. Is that working? Yes, indeedy, I think it is. We'll get this rolled. I can see it right here where it's darker. That needs to be done. If the sun is just right and your angle's just right, you can see it. Otherwise, it's really hard to see where you've been. But then we'll get the we'll get the slurry spreader hooked up, and then we'll do some fertilization with that. Is that it? A little bit more. Right to the end here. Bam, that's most of it. There's still some spots here and there, but we'll deal with it. I wonder if it says, do we need a weeder? Might not have to worry about weeds. We'll see how good the nitrogen holds up, if it gets what it needs to get. Otherwise, we might have to do 2, but I think I would still do 1 regardless. It is taking yield away, but we'll see how close we get. It was alright the other time. And it's going to be November. I think maybe that's what we'll finish the episode out on, is selling those eggs. Get a little more profit going here. Let's see here. Should we try to clean some of this garbage up? I feel like if we get rid of some of the garbage, it's gonna lose its like old rustic feel. Like, I really like the way it looks, you know? I don't know. It's so hard to take anything away. We might be going into the night a little bit too doing this. Let's see, let's back in. Or let's go around. It only makes sense. Why would you back in when you can just go around? And can we fill up here? Yes, we can. Start slurry. Yeah, so we figured that last time we did this, slurry wasn't really that expensive. Definitely worth doing. Cheaper than, I think it would be cheaper than real fertilizer. 253 bucks. Again, we'll see how good the spread is. Here we go. We are off. Yeah, this looks pretty good, I think. Put our mini map up too, see where we're at. Thanks to precision farming. You can see it in our mirror too a little bit. I'll shut that off. Halfway. Let's see here. Let her rip. This definitely will save us some work next year, though. We only have to worry about, what, 2 fields then. Can we make it through the whole field? It's one little strip there. Finish out. Oh, let's see, about right in here. And that should do it. Look at that. Only had to fill up once. How does it look? 120, 190, 100. Yeah, it's definitely like sporadic. Could be better in some areas. We may do another... Should we do another one? We might actually go over. Can you go over 200? 175. We might try to do another one. Because this is really bad in a lot of areas. We'll have another growth stage and therefore we'll be able to spread again. Is there double application on here? Automatic. I don't see anything for double application rate on this. Yeah, I think I'll leave it hooked up. So when I load in, we'll remember to give it another go. In November, next episode. I'll park it right in front too. Right in front of the house so we see it. Perfect spot for it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it there for this episode. And when we return on the next one, we'll be in November, we'll get the eggs sold. And then, well, we're going to have some sales for sure. But we'll definitely, like I said, we'll run another application rate of slurry on that field. I really like this vintage series. It's just, everything looks so good. Wow, look at that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.